Welcome into another video here. We're talking NFL Week 4. We are already 1 month into the season after this week. We're talking NFL Week 4. This is the full betting card, full prediction card. We went 14-2 last week in the NFL Week 3 full prediction card, full betting card. We went 14-2. We're going to talk about every single game here. Monster week last week. Let's hope we can continue it, guys. Please keep hitting the like buttons on this video. Hit the subscribe button too if you want to stay and keep all my plays here. Not as many bets on this card as we did last week, but we'll still be picking every single game as we try to string together back-to-back weeks here. Start off Sunday, 1 p.m. The New Orleans Saints are at the Atlanta Falcons in Atlanta. Spread right now as I make this video is -3. I think in my Pick'em League it's -1.5 because the Pick'em League closes on the Thursday. I'm taking the Falcons. I think the Falcons are the better team. I think there's a big contingency that people that think the Saints are the better just because they blew out the Cowboys, who may not be that good. They blew out the Panthers, who are not that good. The Falcons are home. I think they're the better team. I'm not betting it because I think it is going to be a close game, tight, sharp, right down to the spread. But I like the Falcons team-wise a little bit better. And if you think the Falcons are going to win, the bet right now is to make is the Falcons to win the AFC South because they're plus 185. I think it's the best number you can grab. If they win this game, it's going to get shorter. So Falcons to win the NFC South is the bet there. Rams on the road against the Bears. Taking the Rams +3. Like, this Bears team is a team that I think is not good. And I don't think the public realizes this team is not good yet. So I like the Rams plus the 3 points here. This is a Bears team that couldn't score against the Texans defense. And that defense is not great. They couldn't score against that defense. And then last week they struggled to score against a bad Colts defense. One of probably the worst run defense in the league, and they struggled to score against them. Yes, the Rams defense isn't amazing, but I think it's better than the Texans and better than the Colts defense. So I like the Rams +3. I actually already bet this at +3. Give me the Rams in this one. I'll take the dog. Vikings on the road against the Packers. This is a monster game. We got Darnold. Some people are saying this is his first real test here on the road against the Packers. Jordan Love in his first game back. Green Bay's -3. It was like around 1.5, 2.5 earlier in the week. If it's +3, I'll take the Vikings +3. I think this is a very close game, and I think I've seen this a lot where the quarterback of a starting team comes back and he isn't as good in his first game back. He's a little rusty. I can very easily see this happening here for the Packers. I'll gladly take Sam Darnold, the Vikings +3. I know this is a good spot, like data-wise, tells you to fade the Vikings here. But I don't know. I just think the Vikings are good. Like, I think they are legit. And I think they're going to show here again in that tight, close game that they can compete. And I think the +3, I'll gladly take +3 if they're going to compete in the game. Steelers at the Colts. Steelers are -2.5. I bet -1 earlier in the week. I just don't know how the Colts score. I don't know how the Colts score. I don't think they will score. I mean, I think Steelers can make Anthony Richardson look like a fool in this game. They've been doing it to a lot of quarterbacks. They've gotten crazy pressure on a lot of quarterbacks. I think this Colts team's into a rude awakening. If Anthony Richardson keeps making the dumb, idiotic plays, throws, decisions that he's been making the last 2 weeks, they're going to get run off the field by the Pittsburgh Steelers defense. And I think Justin Fields is doing enough to be serviceable. He's running the ball. They're doing a good job running the ball. This is a terrible run defense. I like the Steelers. I don't know what I'm missing here. I'll take 1.5. I'll take 2.5. I'm betting this one. This is probably my favorite pick of the week is Steelers minus the points here on the road against the Colts. I just don't think the Colts are that good. I'll take the Steelers. Broncos at the Jets. I'll take the Jets. I'll lay with the Jets. I don't love it. I'm not betting it. The number keeps climbing. I think it's 7 in my pick. It'll be 7, 7.5. It's now 8. I'll just take this Jets and hold my nose on that one. Eagles at the Bucks. Eagles are -1. When it's -2, it was -2.5. I think it's -2.5 in my pick'em league. I like the Bucks because my line is -1. That -1 pick'em range, and it's because now this is a back-to-back road trip for the Eagles against two pretty solid teams, right? I liked the Eagles last week because they were getting 2.5 against the Saints. Now they're giving 2.5 against this team that I think is literally almost pretty much the same power rating wise. So I lean Bucks just because it's a back-to-back road trip for the Eagles. I think the public's a little down on the Bucks because of them losing to the Broncos last week. I'll just take the Bucks at home to beat the Eagles. I'm not confident in that one at all, but I lean Bucks in that game. Bengals at the Panthers. Bengals minus 4.5 against the Panthers. I think we just got to realize this Bengals team may not be that good, and Zach Taylor might be out the door by the end of the season because I don't think the culture's good. I don't think these players are rising up with him and want to play for Zach Taylor. I think this could be the beginning of the end for Zach Taylor, and I think I'm going to take the Panthers plus the points at home. I'll take another round with Andy Dalton in a kind of a revenge game here as he was quarterback for this Bengals team for a long, long time. I think this will be a very special win for him if he can get it done. I'll take the Panthers plus 4.5. I haven't bet it yet. Probably not going to bet it, but I'll take the Panthers. I'll take the dog plus 4.5. Jaguars at the Texans, 1 p.m. This is a big-time division game. This game's very interesting to me because I think the Jaguars arguably could be the worst team in the league, and I don't think a lot of people know that. I think the Texans aren't that good either. I don't think the Texans are that good. I think the public's going to think the Texans are really good. I don't think they're that good. I think they played a close game against a bad Colts team. I think they played a close game against a bad Bears team. And then they got blown out by the Vikings, who might be okay. We don't know yet. They might be really good. We don't know yet, right? So I don't think this Texans team is really that good. And I think -6, it was +7. I would have jumped. I wish I bet +7 on the Jaguars, 7.5. It's now 6. I'll take the Jaguars. I'll take the dog here. I think this is going to make the public think the Jaguars aren't the worst team in the league because this is going to be a close game, and it's going to make the public think the Texans still aren't really that bad. It's gonna raise the perception of the Jaguars and not lower the perception of the Texans. When ultimately we should be lowering our expectation of the Texans was what we should be lowering, and we're not. We're not going to do that. So I'll take the Jags plus the points in that one. Commanders at the Cardinals. I always have one game every week where I go back and forth on. This is the game I'm going back and forth on. I just don't know who to take in the spot. I have Kyler and Jaden Daniels in my fantasy league. I don't know who to take or to start, I should say. Arizona's -3.5. I'll just lay it with the home team. I think perception's a little bit down on the Cardinals. Perception's a little high on the Commanders from last week's Monday Night Football game where they went in and beat the Bengals. But maybe the Bengals just aren't that good. I'll lay it with the Cardinals. I'll lay it with this offense. Give me the Cardinals -3.5 to bounce back and defeat the Washington Commanders. Patriots at the 49ers. 49ers -10. I got a little trend here. In games where spreads are 9.5 or greater, the under is 60% over the last decade. The under in games where the spread is 9.5 or more in the NFL, the under is over 60% over the last decade. We were taking under. I bet 41.5. It's 40.5. I would still take the under 40.5. I don't know if I would go below 40. But the under's the play here. The pick, I'll just take the Pats. If we go under, that usually means the dog is in a tight one. So I'll take the Pats +10. But the play is the under in that game. Browns at the Raiders. Browns are now -2.5. There's open like Raiders -1. And then Devontae Adams is not playing. So now it's Browns -2.5. I don't think that correlates. Like, that doesn't make sense. Devontae Adams is not 3.5 points towards the spread. That's just not realistic. I'll gladly take the Raiders in the bounce back +2.5. This will be a weird game where they ball out without Devontae Adams. I'll take the Raiders +2.5. I'm not crazy high on this game or crazy like, yes, this is what's going to happen. No, but I'll take the Raiders plus the points against the Browns. Chiefs at the Chargers, 4:25, CBS game of the week. Chiefs are -7, man. This is just a tough one. It was 8.5. It came down. I kind of leaned that way. When I saw 8.5, I thought that was a little high. My number was in the range of 5.5 to 7, what I thought the number should be. I think this Chargers team's okay. I don't think they're that bad. I'll take them +7. It's just a weird game, Chiefs-Chargers. Chargers always get them at least in one game of the season. It's usually the road game, and the Chiefs usually win this road game weirdly. But I'll take the Chargers plus the points. I'll give Chiefs win by 5. I'll say Chiefs win by 5. I'll take the Chargers +7. Not betting it. I don't love many sides here, but I don't hate them necessarily. Bills at the Ravens. Ravens -2.5. I'm shocked. I'll take the Bills. This Bills team, you could argue, I think is the best team in the league right now. Arguably top 3. I don't think that is an argument. I think they are top 3 in the league right now. Wasn't that impressed with the Ravens winning against the Cowboys last week. I'll take the plus 2.5. The real play here is the under. The under is undefeated on Sunday Night Football so far. It has not lost. We will be betting the under in this game. I think a lot of people are going to expect a lot of points. They're going to be betting the over 46.5. Just a Sunday Night Football primetime game. I think it's just too high. I will gladly take the under in this game. Move on to Monday Night Football. Titans at the Dolphins. Dolphins are -2. They're starting Tyler Huntley. I'm going to take the Titans plus the 2. I know that might be crazy, but listen, I just think this Titans team is still a little bit better than people think. I think there's people out there that think the Titans are the worst team in the league, which they might be, but if Will Levis doesn't make two really poor decisions in the Jets game and the Bears game, they arguably could have started 2-0. At least 1-1 they would have started, and the perception on this team would be way higher. If Will Levis just doesn't try to do too much. He plays more himself and plays more conservative. I think the Titans can roll right through here with the win. Give me the Titans, hopefully, covering this one and winning this game on Monday Night Football. I'll take the Titans plus the 2. Second Monday Night Football game, yes, we have 2 again. It's the 3-0 versus 2-1 matchup. The Seattle Seahawks on the road against the Detroit Lions. Lions are -3.5. I'll take the Lions. This is a game where the Lions need to show that they're in a higher league than the Seattle Seahawks. This is kind of the same boat I was in last week when the Cardinals, I said they want to show they're a good team. They have to bounce back, win this game, cover the spread, and they did. And I think they have to do the same thing here, especially at home. To the 3-0 Seattle Seahawks team, they have to win this game, and they have to cover the spread. I'll take Detroit -3.5. I always give out a teaser, I just realized, and I haven't put together a teaser yet. Let me just go over these spreads real quick and try and put one together. I'll gladly take the Steelers +2 at 8.5 from, oh no, they're minus. Never mind on that. I will gladly, all right, I got it. Here it is. We're going to take the Bills from 2.5 to 8.5, and we're going to take the Titans from 2 to 8. That's the teaser. We're going to take the Bills plus 8.5 and the Titans plus 8. That is the teaser for this week. So that's another play. I think we have now 5 plays on the week. Smaller card. It's going to happen some weeks. We're going to have a bigger card. Some weeks we're going to have a smaller card. It's just a smaller card this week. My name is Josh Wissey, although I love the Steelers tomorrow. But my name is Josh Wissey. Please hit subscribe. Please hit the like button. Go check out the channel because we have everything. If you love sports, there's something on there for you. I promise. My name's Josh Wissey.